Hi everyone, my name's Ollie. I've been working in web analytics for 16 years or so, and I just thought it would be worth sharing a few tips and tricks here and there. So, without further ado, might as well just get started and crack on with it. My first tip is about extracting hit data out of Google Analytics. Now, if you're used to Adobe Analytics or Google Analytics Premium or 360, you may know that you can view hit data either in AWS or in GCP in BigQuery, which is really, really useful. So, what is hit data? Hit data is so your page views is every single data element in a row. So, if you imagine an Excel workbook or spreadsheet, for the first row, that's your first page view. And then the next row might be a click. And the next row after that might be a resultant page view, etc., etc. So you end up with a full session of data with every single custom dimension, every single standard dimension, all in time series. So you can assess and analyze the data for a specific user. This is really powerful. I'll give you an example of why I think it's really powerful and how I've used it before. So I had a client who was experiencing an error and a spike in that error, and they didn't understand why. Their developers were unable to replicate the issue, and they didn't really understand the steps to try and replicate that issue, but they were reporting on it in Google Analytics. So what I was able to do through this method is, for customers who are experiencing that error, extract the data, put it in time series, and then understand exactly how that customer went through the website, so I could then go and replicate it and show the developers exactly how that error was occurring. So there's a few things you need to set up before you do this. And I'm not going to go into the Google Tag Manager how to set these things up. I'm just going to explain what you need. If anyone wants to know how to set these things up, happy to do another video, or there's plenty of other videos out there of how to do these things. So there are a few custom dimensions you need to set up. So the first one is your Google Analytics cookie ID and passing that into a custom dimension. So in this example, right here, I'm passing. So the cookie normally says GA 1.2. And then your specific ID. So here I've just captured the specific ID, and this is for me. A timestamp, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's two things you need to capture. Once you have that, then you can go into Google Analytics and create some custom dimensions. And what I've done here is I've created a segment, and in that segment I've isolated just me. So in that custom dimension variable, custom dimension 4, I've put in that value. So that's the cookie value that I just showed you in my browser. And I'm basically filtering down to just my hits. Now, out of the box, you can only have several columns. So that does limit you. But what you can do is just build several reports. So in this case, I've got 3 reports. I've got hit data extract 1, 2, and 3. And I can then extract them, take them into take them into Excel, and then do a VLOOKUP against the hit time or the timestamp that I've added into the first custom dimension. So you have to have that hit time in every single report, but then you can have other dimensions that you want to track. And to make this meaningful, I suggest you have one for page, so you'd have the URL, and then you might have your click IDs, your click event names, etc. So then you have enough data and enough context to understand exactly how the customer is moving through that journey. That's my tip for today. So hopefully that's helpful. Let me know in the comments. Whatever social platform you're on, I don't even know where I'm uploading this yet. But yeah, feel free to comment and let me know if there's any other areas that you'd love to hear about. Cool. Have a good day. Cheers. Bye.